Okay, so good morning, all. So as today is 24th of November, so today also we are going to cover up some of very important issues which happened, last day. And before that, I would also like to tell you to please subscribe this channel, share this video, and click the bell icon. Whenever we upload any video, you'll get notification of that. So any further information, just go through those links in the description box and start preparing your preparation for any competitive examination, and be with us. So so 24th of November 2021. So some of the very important issues which we are going to discuss today is the Bitcoin City Gallantry Awards, which were presented by the President Ramnath Kovind yesterday. PMC and USFB amalgamation, Veer Surendra Sai Airport, Virtual Science Lab for Children, and ABU UNESCO Peace Media Award 2021. So these are the news that we are going to cover up today. There are 6 news which we are going to cover up today in today's session. So first of all is Bitcoin City. So Bitcoin City is El Salvador is the country. El Salvador country is a Caribbean country. You will find maybe you saw that this is a South America. Here is a South America, and here is a North America. So South America, North America has a bridge-like structure. There is a small bridge-like countries, right? There are a group of countries in that bridge-like structure. So one of that structure is the country known as El Salvador. So on the western margin of the El Salvador, there is a North Pacific Ocean, and the Honduras and Guatemala, they are the neighboring countries, and Honduras and Guatemala borders with Caribbean Sea, right? So at here portion you will find a Caribbean Sea at the north of South America. So at the south of North America and the north of South America, so you will find a Caribbean Sea. So that's why those countries are called as Caribbean countries. So El Salvador is the only country to recognize Bitcoin as a legal tender, and is planning to build an entire city based on the largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. And who is the founder of Bitcoin? Who is believed to be the founder of Bitcoin? Is a Japanese. Otherwise, no one knows about him. Who is actually the person, the actual name of the person? But some say his name is Satoshi Nakamoto. But actually, no one knows his actual name or who the actual person it is. So basically, Bitcoin is extract from a technology which is called as blockchain technology. That's the name of the technology from which Bitcoin is extracted. The process of extracting the Bitcoin from this technology is called as mining. It's called as mining. So mining can only be done by those persons who are a very good hold over this computer languages, this programming and all this. And this blockchain technology, this blockchain has every one block has one Bitcoin, right? As one cryptocurrency. And if anyone has a very good logical and analytical skills, only that person can only break this blockchain and can do a mining, right? So the president of that El Salvador is Nayib Bukele. He announced about that. And recently, yesterday also, maybe you heard it or not, that Indian government is banning all cryptocurrency, the trade in all cryptocurrencies, because the reason is that there is no trace, there is no transparency, there is no accountability, there is no proper tracing from where you'll get from for how the trade is going on, and how anyone is spending that money, right? So anyone can spend that money in a black market. They can buy any kind of a weapon, RTX, drugs, everything. They can use that, and even that money can be used for funding, for money laundering, for terrorist activities and all. So that's why I personally feel that if any country wants, if India, I'm not saying any country, if India wants to introduced a cryptocurrency, first of all, it should be introduced under the guidance, under the regulation of RBI, right? It should not be introduced in an open market like the Bitcoin is there or any other cryptocurrencies are there. It should not be introduced in open market. It should be regulated by the RBI, right? And the proper legal tender of that particular cryptocurrency should introduce, so that people can only trade into that cryptocurrency only, right? So El Salvador's Bitcoin city would be funded with issuance of $1 billion Bitcoin bond. So the city will be located along the Gulf of Fonseca near a volcano. So Bitcoin city as planned by the El Salvador president will be laid out in a single like a coin, in a circle like a coin, and in the city center will be a plaza that will be the host to huge Bitcoin symbol. The city will be built near the Conchagua volcano to take advantage of country's geothermal energy, so that the energy requirement of that country would be fulfilled by the geothermal uh, way. So that to power both the cities and the cryptocurrency mining and energy consuming the process of solving complex mathematical calculation, which I already told you that each block contains one cryptocurrency. So for that, for the mining of that block, you need to have a very good mathematical skills, you need to have very good analytical and logical skills, and day and night to verify add crypto coins to blockchain network. So El Salvador is already running a pilot Bitcoin mining venture to another geothermal power plant beside the Tecapa volcanoes. So a resident of Bitcoin city won't have to pay any income, property, capital gains, or even the payroll tax. So Bukele unveiled a $1 billion US billion, 1 billion US dollar Bitcoin bond, half of which 500 millions would be used to build energy and mining infrastructure, and the rest 500 will be used for the country to buy more Bitcoins. Now it's a matter of time, and let's see how this will it be a successful model or not, right? But that's for sure that that for sure that no other country is legalizing any kind of a cryptocurrency, because there is no transparency, there is no accountability, and there is no proper check whether how or whether in which way these cryptocurrencies are working, and they may be used for the drugs activity, the narcotic activity, maybe they used for terrorist activities, money laundering and all. So next one is Gallantry Award. First of all, the Gallantry Award is given by the President of India, because President is known as the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. So there are two types of Gallantry Award. There is a Peacetime Gallantry Award and there is a Wartime Gallantry Award. Right? Peacetime Gallantry Award and the Wartime Gallantry Award. The highest Wartime Gallantry Award we all know, it's a Paramveer Chakra. Paramveer Chakra. The 21 recipients are there till today. Then the second highest is Mahavir Chakra, and third highest is Veer Chakra. And in the same way, the equivalent to Paramveer Chakra, the peacetime, nowadays is a peacetime, there is no war declared by the Indian government. So the highest peacetime military award is Ashok Chakra. Then is Kirti Chakra. Then is Sena Medal. Right? So this is the chronology of the Wartime Military Award and the Peacetime Military Award. So these awards are given by the president who shows utmost courage in the line of duty, right? Who do not care about his or her own life, and just devote themselves in the duty to protect our country. So these are the two types of awards given by the during a peacetime and a wartime. And mostly these awards, this wartime award, are obviously given to the armed personnel only, the persons who are working in armed forces. But in the peacetime, there is one personality who got this Ashok Chakra till today. The Ashok Chakra is given to only one civilian till today. There was a movie on that personality also. The name is Nirja Bhanot. She was an air hostess, and one aircraft was hijacked by the terrorists, and it was landed in Pakistan. So she saved the life of various civilians, and but in the end she was shot and she was dead. So she was the only citizen who got Ashok Chakra till today. Otherwise, all these awards are only given to the armed personnel only, the personnel from the armed forces only. So these gallantry awards. So we all know about the wing commander Abhinandan, who crashed into Pakistani territory after the Balakot strikes, and who was held captive for 3 days by the Pakistan after chased down a Pakistani fighter jet F-16. So he chased the Pakistani F-16 and he shot down, and again he was shot down by the BVR, beyond visual range missile, and his aircraft was shot down. MiG-21 aircraft was, and he awarded with the Veer Chakra, right, the third highest military award in wartime, because it was a kind of a war only, the situations and the tensions which were going on after the Pulwama attacks. So by the President Ramnath Kovind. So he was among the several other military officers who were presented gallantry awards and the distinguished service decoration in a defense investiture ceremony at Rashtrapati Bhavan. So apart from this, Major Vibhuti Shankar Dhondial, he was basically from Dehradun, was posthumously given Shaurya Chakra for his role in counter-insurgency operations. I think I have attempted a mistake. It was not Sena Medal. Apart from it was a Shaurya Chakra, right? It was a Shaurya Chakra. After Kirti Chakra, it was Shaurya Chakra for his role in counter-insurgency operation, where 5 terrorists were eliminated and 200 kg of explosive material was recovered. So it's the second highest peacetime gallantry award. Kirti Chakra was posthumously awarded to Sapper Prakash Jadhav for neutralizing terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. President Kovind also presented Shaurya Chakra to Naib Subedar Sombir for killing a dreaded terrorist in operation in Jammu and Kashmir. And there are other personals also. So next news is PMC-USFB amalgamation. So Reserve Bank of India placed in public domain a draft scheme for amalgamation of Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. We all know 2 years back it was very much in news because of the fraud and all. And Unity Small Finance Bank, USFB, a banking company incorporated in India under Companies Act 2013, have its registered office in New Delhi. So USFB commenced operation with effect from November 1, 2021. So does draft scheme of amalgamation, they are combined, both banks are combined, and which just takeover of the assets and liabilities of PMC, the Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank, including deposits by USFB in terms of provisions of the scheme, given a greater degree of protection for the depositors, because there was a fraud, or there was a mismanagement in the Punjab and Maharashtra. There was also an allegation of corruptions on the officials of the Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank personals. So that's why now the government wants to amalgamate, and all these deposits and management goes into the hand of USFB. So it may be seen that USFB is being set up with the capital of about 1100 crore as against the regulatory requirement of 200 crore. So there is a huge amount of money. It's more than the base amount which any corporation or any organization needs to have that banking services. So for small finance bank, under the guidelines for on top license of small finance bank in the private sector. So with provisions for further infusion of capital at a further date after amalgamation, the banking regulator said. So Mumbai-based PMC Bank Limit, a multi-state urban cooperative bank, was placed under all-inclusive direction with effect from the close of business hour on September 23, 2019 on account of fraud, which led to steep deterioration in the network of the bank, as I already told you. Next one, Veer Surendra Sai Airport. So Union Minister of Aviation, is the Aviation Union Minister of Aviation, Jyotiraditya Scindia, attend Udan Utsav, say target to increase airports in the country to 2020 in the next 5 years. So attending the Udan Utsav to commemorate a journey of Udan. Udan is basically a scheme launched by this government. It's a flagship scheme. They want to connect all big and small cities with the airport, to airport infrastructure, right? and provide services to a middleman or a lower middle class, right, at a very minimum cost, at a very affordable cost. So it is going to be inaugurated Veer Surendra Sai Airport in Jharsuguda in Odisha today. So he said that it was due to the emphasis of the PM on connectivity that the country has added a many 62 new airports in a span of 7 years, taking total 136 airports till today. So Surendra Sai was an Indian freedom fighter who sacrificed his life fighting against the British East India Company. So, and he's associated, resisted the British and successfully protected most part of the Western Odisha region for some time from the British rule. So in September 2018, Jharsuguda became the second city in Odisha to have an airport, which was named in honor of Sai. The next one is virtual science lab for children. So this Science and Technology Minister Jitendra Singh. So this is Jitendra Singh. I think you should know. You should know the face of the person, because sometimes in quizzes or some in examination also, like I remember I think 3 years back in Christ examination, the undergraduate Christ examination, they in a question they put a picture and you have to identify which personality is this. So I think you should know about the face of the personality also. We all know the name, but we also know the name, the face also. So launched a virtual India's first virtual science lab for children under CSIR. What is CSIR? CSIR is in Odisha. So it is called as Central Institute for Scientific Center. Just a sec. Central Scientific Institute Research. I think that was a full form. Jigyasa program, which will be connect student with the scientific across the country. So the main aim of the virtual lab is to provide quality research exposure and innovate pedagogy for students based on an online interactive medium. So the new facility will immensely benefit students from Kendriya Vidyalayas, Navodaya Vidyalayas, and the government school, and will help in catching them young. So the target audience of the virtual lab platform is student of standard 6 to 12 who would like to explore science using different activities, experienced researchers and faculties on the subject of science, mathematics, biology, and IT. So initially the content will be available in English, but has to be planned to make available in Hindi also, because in some parts English is not accessible. It is very much difficult for the students who are studying in a Hindi medium to understand all this stuff. So the virtual lab will provide a virtual tour of CSIR laboratories and expose student to research infrastructure. So these were the today's important news, the 6 important news. So again, I would like you to please again subscribe this channel, like this channel, and click the bell icon and share this video as well. And for the further information, just go through the links given in the description box. So we'll meet again in next class. So till then, bye, take care. I'm signing off now.